Hi friends, hey, welcome back to the Expeditionary Johnny channel. Hey, today I am at the Hitchcock Nature Center just outside of Crescent, Iowa. Hey, you might recall I was out here once before for a quick overnighter. Hey, I just did a quick short hike into a campsite. It was a primitive campsite, no water. I just wanted to do an overnighter just to go through the motions. Today I want to give you a little tour around of the area, and then we're going to make us a little lunch. So hey, I'd appreciate if you guys stick around. All right, let's get going. One of the great things about here at Hitchcock Nature Center is it is set up for everybody. It's got playgrounds for little kids. It's got this little overlook for the entire family to look over the entire valley out here. There's picnic tables behind me. So if you just want to come out, just have a quick meal and take in the sights, you can do that without even having to take one step on the trails. So here's the actual nature center. So if you want to go in here, they have different educational programs, get maps, get all signed up here. What we're going to do is we're going to go around back here to the observation tower. All right, so one of the things I really appreciate out here at the Hitchcock Nature Center is that they do support taking care of our local birds. I got to see a nice exhibit where they came out and they showed us some of the animals that have been recovered, saved, and also showed us a little bit about the bird count right now. Matter of fact, right now there's some bird watchers up here on this tower. So just kind of give you an idea of what's going on behind me. So this week's hike, I want to go ahead and start with the easiest and work our way up a little bit. So I want to begin on a hike on the boardwalk, which is also known as the Equal Access Nature Trail. So let's head on out. Alright, so we've come to the end of the boardwalk. So I want to go on Hawk Ridge for a little bit. I want to hang a left over here on Hineke Trail. Up to Fox Ridge is up where I camped before. I'm going to come back this way, probably hit Legacy Loop. See these red lines? This is where it gets a bit steeper. So if you're wanting to work out, this would be a decent area to hit that. And ideally, I think I want to make my way over here. There's a primitive campsite over here I'd like to get to, and I think that's where I want to make my spam. Alright, so first decision, we're going to the right. I don't know if you can capture this, or I can capture this on the phone, other than maybe the motion, but this is a fairly good decline. Just got to watch my feet a little bit and try not to fall while I'm recording. So I thought I'd add, I just had a trail runner go by me here, so I thought I'd point out this area is known as, like, for the local crowd, it's like if they for all the trail runners, it's a good place for them to get their reps in. Alright, so I'm coming out of this next section of the trail. Not bad, a lot of switchbacks. I was talking to the ranger. He said they like a lot of switchbacks here just to help with the erosion and stuff. So hey, here's my next decision. Alright, so here's where I am now. If I turned right, I'll head over to that primitive campsite where I slept last time, but I want to hang a left and get into some more miles. Alright, here we go. Legacy Loop. We're going to go down here. And I'm going to take a right down here at the bottom of this little decline. Hey, while I'm here, I thought I'd go ahead and say, hey, there's plenty of signage out here. So if you see an unmarked trail, it's probably an animal trail. So I was talking to the ranger, he really doesn't want people going out on there. It's kind of hurts the erosion. So anyway, again, there's not a sign, probably not supposed to be going that way. So, but I'm going that way. I'm going to turn the camera off if I want to stay upright on this one. Okay, so at this point, I got to turn right and jump on over to Heritage, which happens to be the name of my old high school. I have to say I'm enjoying this hike. It's been several years since I've been on this part of the trail, but it's coming back to me. I'm remembering these little turns in the terrain. Really cool to come back to my old stomping grounds. Okay, time for another decision. Now we're going to be heading right. We're actually going to take a couple of rights, heading over to Wildwoods. All right, so I'm on Ironwood now, which is relatively gradual incline up to this ridge, which is going to get us up to our campsites that I'm looking for. All right, here we go. We found it. So this week's shout out goes to Dave Collier. Dave Collier's Camping. I'm shouting out Dave because he does do content, but he is also a real leader in our YouTube community. He does things like he goes out for day hikes, he visits memorials, he makes wine. He's always trying different things, but the really big influence I think Dave has is that he started this live community where he allows just about anybody to come up on his panel. He allows lots of moderators, and he's really just encouraging everybody to get to know one another. It's not all about him. And so if you haven't already gone over to Dave Collier's channel, please do so. All right, so on today's menu, since it is Spam Timber, I'm going to do like a teriyaki spam rice bowl as best I can. Vegetables are not my forte, but I did at least bring out a little bit of broccoli. Being the El Cheapo that I am, I just got plain old great value version of Spam. It's the exact same thing. So we're going to cut that up. As far as our food, I got all these deli-sized containers here. I've got some minute rice soaking a little bit. I want to get that on the fire here a little bit. That's going to take the longest to cook. Got a little bit of broccoli, and then I got a homemade teriyaki sauce. As far as cook kit, I'm just using an Ozark Trail cook kit. All right, the reason I went with this is for a simple reason. It's small. I've got a little skillet here to cook up my Spam, and then it comes with this little pot to cook up my rice. Well, I think that cook went pretty well. Let's take a look at it. Here it is. Here's my SPAM Teriyaki rice bowl. I just realized at the very end I forgot to grab the pineapple. I was planning to put that in there, but that's okay. We'll see how she goes. All right, let's take a big old spoonful of it here. Oh, that's hot. Very good. Got a bit of broccoli. That's all right. So, happy SPAM timber. I'm really happy with this one. All right, so I want to enjoy this for a bit, and then we'll have to wrap up and head on back out of here. All right, so I think we've about reached the end of our journey here on this here video. So we've walked around Hitchcock Nature Center. I showed you a little bit of it, give you a taste of some of the trails here. We did a little bit of cooking. I just hope this gives you ideas and inspires you to get out and try new things. You don't have to do it just like me, but maybe this gives you ideas on the way that you can do it. All right, well, hey, once again, I do appreciate you tuning in, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye-bye.